What is an advanced civilization? Are we really an advanced civilization? Do we look around at much of our culture that we would say, that's incredibly advanced? Or are we talking tech? Are we talking tech? We're technologically
and
advanced.
Scientifically, yeah.
Yeah, we believe that is advanced. And that is one of the mistakes in looking for a quote-unquote advanced civilization in the past, is that we tend to be looking for ourselves in our past. Whereas it's possible for a civilization to be advanced in other ways. Our civilization didn't discover Antarctica until 1820. So if I find a map from 1520 showing Antarctica, where the map maker informs us that he based his map on much older source maps that were falling to pieces, and that he that will fall completely apart, he's preserved the information in those maps on his maps. He's copying from older, and there is Antarctica. So did they just make it up? That's what
Why do we still call it Antarctica? That was another thing I was like.
Well, the opposite of the Arctic.
Yeah, but
That very recent map.
It's like, bro, he called it Antarctica. Why don't you just look at the map? You're going to call it the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we call it Antarctica. They used to call it Terra Australis, the southern land. If you go for the Orontius Phineas map, for example, you'll find a much better reference.
Yeah, I thought that map said Antarctica. That's very good.
Yeah,
tripped out.
Antarctica is an interesting
place.
This
is my newest rabbit hole.
It's one of those great. You see, there's Antarctica. That's the Orontius Phineas.
Right.
There's South Africa, and there's Antarctica, and there's the tip of South America, almost touching Antarctica. It's a bit bigger than it is today, but it would have been like that during the last ice age. That's a map from 1531, and what they're saying in the legend is that here in this map I expose regions that neither Eudoxus nor, I forget the names of all the ancient maps. None of them knew about it. They were hidden in darkness, but here they are. Hidden in darkness, I suggest they're hidden in darkness on ancient maps that Orontius Phineas copied from.
Wow.
It's an anomaly that it's sitting there, and it's not good enough to say that those map makers just wanted to balance the world, so they put a fantasy continent there, which later turned out to actually be there.
Right.
That's roughly what they're saying now. So that suggests to me a culture that was capable of exploring and mapping the Earth during the last ice age. The second issue is precisely astronomy. It's ancient knowledge of precession, which again our culture attributes to the Greeks, roughly between 300 BC and 100 BC. They're supposed to have been the discoverers of precession. Precession is very hard to observe. In a single lifetime, it's a fraction of an inch on the horizon, the change. So you have to keep records over long periods of time. You have to have a system that preserves those records and passes them down. So it's the knowledge of precession that is manifested in ancient mythology and in ancient traditions, often traditions that speak of a global flood.